sitting here, guess I'm in late girl. Got some story to tell. Started when I was 9 years old. Woke up and daddy was gone. I started hustling and couldn't tell me nothing. I'm in the hood trying to be somebody. So honey, Stormy coming out with this fake article. Now, July the 29th, Mail came out, and the article came out with Mail with the Grid Daily that Mail was one of On's fan favorite. And then they talked about, all of Mail's accomplishment. A week later, Stormy, she had to get somebody to print something. She had to print. Oh no, there's no confusion about this. Stormy is the fan favorite and also the queen. So how are you going to be the queen, Stormy? This is the woman. She created the show. She pitched the show. She got you on the show. Now you want to backstab her. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, this is not the first time that anytime something come out about Mel, Stormy come on out with her own version of it to draw attention on her. That's all there was, envious and jealousy. The articles say that Melody Cherie is widely known as the fan favorite on the Oprah Winfrey Network hit TV. Melody Cherie made this show a hint. You was nowhere around when Melody made this show around. You was nowhere around when Melody pitched the show or created the show. And then what did she do? Oh, no, 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 no. There's no mistaking about it. I'm the queen. This is Stormy, y'all. She's the one at the bottom. I'm the queen. I joined Love and Marriage Huntsville 2 seasons ago. Stormy has been the fan favorite, despite her up and down in her relationship with other ladies on the show. But she's the queen. Stormy even trying to take over this girl's show. She even said, "This is my show." Yes, but I just want to bring this to y'all attention. Envious and jealousy. July the 29th, they come out with that Melody is the fan favorite. And then a week later? Oh, no, August the 15th, then Stormy come out. No, 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 no. Y'all must be confused. I'm the fan favorite. Jealousies and envious. That's what we're looking at, you guys. So she says since 28 years old, she's been a multi-millionaire, Melody. After dissolving the lawn care and real estate business that she led with her ex-husband for more than a decade, she seamlessly pivoted to launch 3 new companies of her own. She bossed up. Now remember, y'all, the latest one is the Nubian network TV that she got out. And then don't forget the J. Bolin collection that she's modeling. But anyway, Melanie has Hope Incorporated focus on real estate and business design. And everybody and their mama on that show, especially the Scotts and teachers, copying up this woman when it comes to real estate. She even have Tilted Crown Production. It's a TV film production company. Of course, 7th Avenue Beauty and Skincare. Don't forget about the children's lip balm and sugar mama hair stuff. Onlookers have marveled at her ability to juggle everything while raising 4 children, performing and taking shows. She said, it comes naturally for me. God has been training me for this since childhood, said Melody, age 37. Growing up, I played the keyboard. I was president of almost all the student organizations. I had 3 jobs while I maintained a 3.79 GPA, not to mention my mom's side is full of entrepreneurs. My mom had a cleaning business. My uncles were farmers, and it built in me. So let me just go on down here. One thing she finds interesting is how it appears she has become the poster child for women who find success for divorce. Now, I did skip over something. She provides for the teachers. She gives them money once a year. She also do property preservation classes, which she have turned out dozen more. Over a dozen of entrepreneur through her property preservation classes. She give money back to the community. So I want to add that too. One thing she finds interesting is how it appears she has become the poster child for women who find success after divorce. Bear witness how she weathered the storm of public scandal, public opinion, and has thrived despite the painful deterioration of her marriage. Her experience provides hope for other women who have been through that. For that reason and others, she does not waste time. She values life too much. Her legacy is so important to her. And you got all these haters on here. She said, I want to be known and remembered as a strong, unmovable, unshakable mompreneur who showed love and gave love while single-handed rebuilding an empire, she said. For updates on all Melody Cherie, follow her on Instagram and learn about her entrepreneur master class here. Now that's a queen. That's a queen that's even giving back to. This is shot reality TV too. She did her own thing too. Melody Cherie. This by the Grid Daily by Brianna Rula. Love and marriage husband star Melody Cherie has created a life of freedom and purpose through ownership. Here she go, y'all. Now, have you noticed it's July the 29th? 1 week later, Stormy get jealous and say, oh, no, y'all, no, y'all making a mistake. So Melody is an entrepreneur, singer, reality TV star. Melody Cherie is widely known as the favorite, right? So that's what I want to tell y'all. Melody is a superstar, you guys. She is a superstar. Still, with everything she has accomplished, she's far from done. For Melody, multitasking is not about staying busy, but about building generational wealth, cementing a legacy, and creating a lifestyle that allows her to do what she enjoyed doing. Traveling, spending time with loved ones, and helping others. She says it's important to have freedom and to be able to give back. She said it's always understood that in order for that to happen, I need to be at a certain income level. At the beginning of each year, Melody donates money to 5 educators to assist them in purchasing school supply for the classroom. During the Christmas season, she does give away in her community. So Mel gives back to the community. She don't take from the community. This is Krista Jordan, the one that wrote that rolling out article, online article on Stormy, saying that she was the queen and the fan favorite of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Krista Jordan, you know you're wrong for that. You have been known as one of the most honest, trustworthy reporter there is. But you got this one wrong. Oh my God. You guys, y'all need to talk to Krista Jordan for me. Because I don't know what the hell she was thinking about. But anyway, before this, Stormy was talking about how she and Stormy met over a spade game. Then she talked about she was in the military. She talked about she was from Mississippi, how he was originally from Huntsville. And then she talked about how he don't like to be in women's business. Well, I like to know what was that going on that day when he was all in two senior citizen faces that day, and you was in the background cussing two senior citizen out. She talked about how he taught her how to communicate more in a calm, more effective way. Anyway, she's talking about Krista Jordan getting ready to ask her about her friendship with Melody. Now, how she ended up being the queen, how she ended up being a fan favorite over the woman that created the show, which is Melody, over the woman that brought her on this show, over the woman that put her on this platform. How did she end up being on top over this woman? Y'all need to help me. Y'all need to write Krista Jordan.
Talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville now. So we met you, and I'm just going to be honest with you, and you can let me know, where I'm right and where I'm wrong. So we met you as it seemed like Melody's friend, right? You came along, and you kind of got thrown into the middle of some mess because at that time, Melody and Destiny were actually Destiny came on as Melody's friend, and then that kind of went left. So Melody and Destiny were in a bad place. Melody and Tisha were in a bad place. Everybody at the point was in a bad place, it seemed, with Melody, with the exception of Kimmy, that stays kind of neutral. And so I kind of felt like when you came in, you were kind of like trying to figure everything out. But
okay, Crystal, now if you're going to be honest, they were in a bad place with her. She was not in a bad place with them. It was them, Crystal. No. Be honest, Crystal. Y'all, she did this 4 months ago. Didn't nobody give it no attention till she wrote the article on the 15th.
I don't feel like you had an opportunity to really get a chance to know some of the other ladies because you seem very loyal to your friend initially, who was Melody. So you can let me know if I'm on point, if I'm off. Where we at with that?
Papa John's new garlic epic stuffed crust pizza is the pizza inspired by our biggest fans. With that garlic flavor, you all.
I take it. Krista Jordan is not a fan of Melody. That's what I take it. Maybe wrong, but that's what it sounds like. She one of those millimeters hater, allegedly, because she did have the Scots on there bashing Melody on her show.
I always like cringe when people be like, the scene between like Destiny and I was because of Melody.
Okay.
It was just us not liking the energy that we thought we were perceiving from across the table. You know how somebody will say something with a little inflection, and you like, somebody like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was more so that than it was me taking a side because I was trying to hear the story. And, I was like, what happened? Like, I really wanted to know what happened. And, I think most of us, even still to this day, don't quite know what happened.
No.
So, I would say, like, it is fair to say that I came on, like, Ismael's friend. However, I went in it yet, and I did, get the chance to know all of the ladies. And I feel like everybody on the cast is just absolutely amazing.
Yeah. That's awesome. So I like seeing you actually reach out to Destiny with that scene. It was last season. You came and you brought her the Gucci bag or the purse, and at first she was kind of thrown off, as most people would be, because that's like, where is that energy coming from? But then seeing you guys actually sit down and talk and realize it came from a good place. We know Destiny's not with us this season, but where did that end? And are you guys in a good place now?
I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, Destiny is like one of the coolest, absolute most beautiful spirited women I have met in a very long time.
Nice.
Like, she's so real and authentic, and she kind of like, that's why I feel like after the whole blow up, it was embarrassing, it was a mess, we were able to move past it because we know what that moment was for us. And it was just like, you turned up, I'm turned up, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say this because I'm mad, you gonna say this because you're mad, but girl, I don't know about that. We cool, like, you cool, I rock with you. And so that's kind of how we've been, since filming. I would say I talk to Destiny every week, or every other week, and she just a vibe.
Okay. I like that. You guys both have little babies, little boys, in fact.
We do, and they hung out, they play.
That's cool. That is cool. Do you miss her being on the show?
I would have definitely liked to have been able to film with Destiny this season. Just because to me it shows growth.
Yeah.
It shows maturity. It shows the capability of being able to move past a difficult situation.
Mm-hmm.
And on this show, I truly would like to see more of that.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. So that leads us to the next point. I hope that because it's kind of hard watching most people on the show. We know Melody was like a central character, and then for most people not to really be close to her is kind of weird for us as viewers to watch. Like I said, you came on and we were introduced to you as Melody's friend. This season, there's obviously distance, and it's very clear in the first the first 2 episodes. So I just want to ask you for some clarity. That friendship, do you feel like the real issue is just that Melody likes to take breaks? Or do you feel like there's something else underlying that? Because I'm not going to hold you, Stormy, when she said you could have DM'd me, I was like, oh.
You saw that? Where y'all saw that at? I ain't seen that yet, but that did happen. I was like, bitch, I am not your guy. Like, it do not go down in the DM. Like,
she said, well, she was, honestly, for context, for those of you guys that are watching, I saw the previews, and she was like, you know, well, I text you, and you know, you didn't know that I had a new number. You're like, no, I didn't know. I text you and text me back. I thought you didn't want to talk. And she was like, well, you could have DM'd me. And I was just like, that does not sound like something that I would tell a friend. If I got a new number, I would have said, hey, girl. In fact, I got a girlfriend that changes number all the time, and she'll text.
Y'all, this is some bullshit right here. Y'all know her when Melody had that interview. I think it was with Carlos or one of her interviews. That's how her and Stormy communicate. Initially, that's how Stormy be reaching her through her DM. So now it's all of a sudden a big old problem.
Text me, hey, this is my new number. So
that's fair because that is what happened last year.
Right.
When her number changed.
Okay.
You know, I'm not the type of person to. My best friend, we've been friends forever, like over a decade. Mm-hmm. She is one of the people that I talk to the least. But the thing about it is, with us, we know where we are. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's, when we check in, it's just, I love you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think on this show, because of history and the pattern, it's been made to seem like people actually are looking for that because they need it.
Right.
And it's nothing of a sort. It's just so what's common practice. You know? And yeah.
So did you and Melody, what was you and Melody's relationship like prior to you coming on the show?
So I would say prior to coming on the show, it was we were standard, you know. It wasn't very much, I would say, everyday conversation. It was just what you would expect from a budding relationship / friendship.
Okay.
And yeah. That was it.
Okay, and so I'll ask the question again. Do you think there's something else going on besides just, I need some space? Do you think that the friendship, the budding friendship is going in reverse? What do you feel like is the root behind that?
I have no idea. I just, I don't know. Sometimes when you've been through maybe traumatic experiences, it may be hard to trust people, and that's understandable. So it could be some of that. It could be anything. You would have to get that from the person who knows that answer. Like me, I don't know the answer, and at this time, I do not care.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, so moving on to some of the other ladies. Well, first of all, let's talk about Miss Betty, because your mom is definitely here in full effect.
Let us not.
It's in full effect this season. And it's funny because I understand as a mom, and I have a daughter, so I'm very protective of my daughter, right? And so if I feel like somebody is being, shady towards my daughter, I would definitely speak up. I would definitely call my daughter to the side and tell my daughter what I thought. Kind of like how your mom is very clear about letting you know if she thinks something is BS or she does not.
Her whole life.
She does. But I mean, do you think for the most part she's right, or do you feel like sometimes, because we also see Tisha's mama was off the chain, and some people have kind of compared Miss Betty to Miss Wanda. Do you feel like your mom is usually in the right, or do you feel like sometimes you wish she would kind of stay off social media or hold off before she talked to you first?
I really do wish my mother would stay off social media and read books like she used to do. She used to be like a book reader. Like that one be flipping pages. I'm like, yes, girl. You know what I'm saying? But now she like peace. Yeah. And I'm like, Mom, please get off that computer. Like, please get off that phone. Like, why do you care? Like, why are you that much in it? And so, even though mothers do have like opinions and all that, my mama is so opinionated that she has opinions about everybody. And it gets to the point where you sort of think that that's her way. Like, her way is, I'm going to be hard up on anybody who's going to come close to you because I'll be worried about you until they prove me otherwise. So because she does that with everybody, I don't take it to heart when she does it now. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I expect from my mom, because that's what she does.
Yeah. I can definitely see that. Part of, people have, especially fans, have been very critical of Letitia because her mom, she definitely cannot control what her mom does. And sometimes her mom will start situations, right? And then Tisha has to she ends up being kind of like collateral damage. Do you feel like, especially like with Melody, ironically, with Melody as well, but do you feel like your mom, do you feel like she's similar to Miss Wanda, or you feel like that's a total different situation? Because Miss Wanda is she's with it. She's ready to get it on. She ain't got no problem. And like I said, Tisha doesn't really have the ability. People always say, well, you should have really checked your mom. You know what I mean? And even when it comes to her husband.
So my mom is like the notorious like code switcher. They can be the most professional woman you ever meet. Like, hello, how are you? You know, and then she can turn into, I got my opinion. I ain't finna change. Ain't nobody finna change me. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like she's very balanced. And what she does a very good job at her whole life is always being able to speak well and get her point across. Okay. So I would say in the terms of like, or when we talk about comparison to her and Wanda, they're both very opinionated. You know, so I would say they just alike in that regard. But my mama, she is much more like.
Should we sell the car and get something bigger?
Yeah, we can do both on cars.com.
But what if it's twins? What if it's quadruplets?
Are you freaking out?
I got this.
Cars.com. Where to next?
I've been connected to Cameron High basketball since I was very young. Dad played here, Grandpa played here, and then it was me. Playing for Cameron High was a huge thing for me. It wasn't just high school basketball to me. It was way bigger than that. We playing for the city. It's like in a way the city is winning.
It's much more like whichever way she need to be, she gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I think Miss Wanda is her absolute self at all times. I love it, but she is. Ain't no hello and hey. You know, it's hey. You know, it's just like that's just what it is.
You gonna get Miss Wanda, whether it's at the cookout or it's at wherever it is. You gonna get Miss Wanda. I love it. I cannot wait to talk to her. But let me ask you, how's your mother's, because you say your mother's relationship is like that all the time. She's very, very, obviously she's a protective mama bear. How is her relationship with your husband? Have you had some of the issues that Tisha has with Marceau and her mom kind of bumping heads?
Not at all. But in the beginning, my mama couldn't stand Courtney. She was like, I don't like him. I was like, why you don't like it? See, that's why I can't take her seriously when she said she don't like nobody. I'm like, girl, you don't like nobody. You don't like nobody. You know what I'm saying? So when she met Courtney, she was like, I don't like him. I was like, why you don't like him? I just don't. You know, and it just was what it was. But over time, you realize she didn't like him because she felt like he was going to come take her daughter away. You know, I don't live in Mississippi anymore. Right. Like, we come from the country. People don't like to drive that much, you know? So that's kind of how she was. Like, and deep down, she never said it, and she did later on. But it was just because he was about to swoop me up out, although no stoplight time, DK, Mississippi, and take me to the big city of Huntsville. You know what I'm saying? She was just like, you ain't gonna do this, so I'm just gonna like your ass. And that's what she did.
Wow. But now she got a grandbaby, so I'm sure.
Yeah, she loves Courtney. She tells Courtney all the time, like, you are the most absolutely amazing thing that's ever happened to my daughter, and I thank you for loving her the way that you do.
Oh, that's a success story. Well, I know we're gonna let you get ready to let you go, but I'm excited to see this season. Stormy, can you tell us something that you learned about yourself taping this season? Because before we saw you as a friend, so we saw you come in and out and kind of, give a little shade every once in a while. But this time we are full in. We're seeing you guys' relationship. We see Courtney wants you to stop breastfeeding. You're trying to still make sure that Chess has what he needs. We're getting like the full expose into Stormy still. What has this process taught you?
I would say what I've learned about myself on this process is that I am even more multifaceted than I even thought, because I was just talking to Courtney last night. I was like, I can come in here and be like, hi, and talk like this, and then when I get mad, it's like, girl, I be like that, but you got me for, you know what I'm saying? It's like, my tongue gets so thick, and I be like, why am I like a range of everything? You're going to see me like crying, emotional, turned up, cool, friendly. It's like, and I never knew that I was so like complex. I never knew that.
Like your mama.
Even watching the trailer, I was like, damn, I sounded like that when I was talking to Kim. I was like, shit, you sound up. And I was like, that ain't how I sound. I had no idea.
Well, it sounds like you got it from your mama. Your code switching, the ability to code switch and do multiple things. We definitely look forward to seeing that. Anything in particular that you're looking forward to sharing from your story, sharing with fans this season?
I'm just super excited to show people a human being on TV. I have been very conscious of not putting on airs, not trying to be politically correct. If I'm mad, I'm fucking mad.
Right.
It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? If I'm happy, I'm happy.
Right.
And because I feel like when you get into the world of reality TV, you start being focused on how people perceive you to be, and you want to change who you are. And I have, from my day one, when I knew like God put something in my life and put me on this journey, it was for more than just myself.
Yeah.
So they call me ghetto, and I'm cool with it because I realized that there's a girl out there like me, somewhere on the fence between being super, politically correct and like proper and struggling to cover up her accent at certain times. And not knowing if she could become something that she's always dreamed she could be. And I'm happy to be a, representation of that on a national TV show. Because I feel like you either got on TV, it's like you almost got to be one way or no way. And that's just not who we are as human beings.
I love that. And especially today, social media is flooded with LSU player Angel Reese, who said something.
I love her.
Like that. She was like, you call me ghetto, but at the end of the day, when other people do it, the response is different. So I'm gonna be me. And yes, that's the energy we on today. I love it. Stormy, let people know when they can catch the premiere of Love and Marriage Huntsville.
You can catch the premiere of Love and Marriage Huntsville this Saturday at 8 p.m.
Absolutely. We'll definitely be tuned in.
Hit that like button, share and subscribe. Remember, eagles flies with eagles. All right, now hit the like button, share and subscribe. This is Arthur Omer, and remember, eagles fly with eagles.